On the outskirts of the city stood an abandoned asylum, surrounded by mysterious legends and scary stories. Many believed this place to be cursed and avoided it, but some still dared to venture there in search of adventure and adrenaline. One such thrill-seeker was a young guy named Jake. He had heard many stories about the asylum, and he was drawn to its mysterious atmosphere, filled with secrets and horrors. One day, gathering enough courage, Jake decided to explore the abandoned building. Under the cover of night, he crept up to the asylum and cautiously entered through the back door. The cool air and the smell of age enveloped him, creating an incredibly eerie atmosphere. Jake slowly made his way through the corridors, wary of every sound and shadow, ready to encounter something terrifying at any moment. And then, as he approached one of the rooms, he heard a rustling in the darkness and a determined step. Jake froze, his heart beating faster, and he gripped the flashlight in his hand so tightly that his fingers pressed into the metal surface. And in that moment, a maniac leaped out of the darkness tall. With a frightening mask on his face, he charged straight at Jake. The guy let out a desperate scream and ran, without hesitation. The maniac chased him, emitting piercing cries and howling throughout the asylum. Jake raced up the stairs, leaping over the debris of furniture, ignoring his pain and exhaustion. He knew that only by escaping from this madman could he save himself. Finally, he burst out onto the street and immediately heard the sound of the asylum door closing behind him. The maniac remained inside, locked in his lair, and Jake realized he had managed to survive. His heart was pounding wildly, a pool of sweat forming on the ground beneath him, but the guy was alive. He understood that he would forever be haunted by the shadow of the insane maniac, that every rustle, every shadow, every unfamiliar step would make him feel fear again. But Jake desperately hoped that this night in the asylum would only be a scary adventure for him, one that he could tell his friends around the campfire.